Burt Young, this is for you. You are amazing, Polly.
You are, Polly. We love you.
Same as Mickey.
Yes.
We love the Rocky franchise.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we sure do.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
You guys requested Rocky Balboa. We love the other movies, and I believe this is movie 6. We saw 5 on the channel.
Isn't that crazy?
5 different movies, and they all were a lot of fun and sad, emotional.
I love the storyline. It's just great.
Right?
Me too.
Love Rocky.
Sylvester Stallone, I think he's 59 in this movie. He's 77 now. He's still in good shape.
Oh, yes.
Ish.
Sure is.
I think
that's amazing.
I think that's absolutely
to get
incredible.
Back in the ring at 59.
I'm guessing he's going to be
wow.
possibly boxing in this one.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Oh, I
Phil Bice. I like the sound effects where we're just focused on the fighters. Wow.
Such an animal lover.
Yeah. What? No! I was going to say he's all alone.
Yeah, when I saw he just came out of his bed by himself.
Yeah, that's so sad. What happened?
What a little sweetheart. Look at fresh roses still. He's got the portable chair like he does it all the time.
Oh, he just hangs it
And he
there.
just leaves it. That's so beautiful.
Oh,
Time goes by too fast.
that's horrible.
Not fast enough.
Oh,
That is so
anniversary,
sad.
so at least from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, real good. Hey, listen, you want to go out and get some coffee?
Kind of behind. Maybe later?
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, you ought to come by the restaurant tonight. I can have something made special for you.
Tonight I can't. I got plans. A few of the guys get together, you know.
Did I do something wrong?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know exactly what I mean, but I just think that, like, when I come here, you don't feel so comfortable. I certainly don't want to do that.
Throw a big shadow.
Dawn, it's nice to meet you face to face. All right, you take care of yourself. Robert, I'll see you later.
Rocky's so awesome.
I gotta get going. I'll change my plans for tonight.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Hey, don't. And do not let those numbers drive you crazy.
Too late.
Use an eraser and get rid of all of them.
He's got cute advice. Adrian's restaurant.
Oh, that's my God.
Oh, how beautiful. Oh my God.
Okay.
He's just so good with
Yes, he
everyone.
is.
Yo, how you doing, Spider?
God bless you, Rocky.
Thanks.
Hey,
Oh my God, so many people close in this life have passed away.
Let's check toe to toe. Yo, excuse
That's sad.
Yeah, he's,
I wonder what caused them to be so distant.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I wonder.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know he's so popular and he gets,
yeah.
you know, son gets ignored, but maybe it's because of his mom.
I ain't no talking building.
Doesn't get it. He really is poetic.
my God.
I hate the talking
Best
building,
buddies.
but you can't be.
Come on.
Oh, remember the ice rink?
They tore it apart. You said the same thing last year, Rock.
He's so shallow.
It's almost like he can't handle like emotion. He doesn't
Yeah.
want
He doesn't
to.
want to,
He's
yeah.
like putting up a front.
I treated him bad. I don't have to think about that.
Oh, see, this
that's
is why
what it
he's
is,
like
too. That's
this.
back-
Always
yeah.
loved you, Paulie.
That's what
That
I
is,
say.
yes.
That's
Now
what
we're
it
getting
is.
to it.
I can't do this no more.
Yeah, it
Oh,
feels
see?
too bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, see? That's so sad.
When I was a kid, you walked me home,
I did?
told me to stop smoking and things.
Oh, it's her.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Are you the little Marie that used to hang out at that
See?
atomic hoagie shop?
He just
Oh, I
remembers.
remember.
Yeah, now I remember I walked you home. When you
Oh.
got there, you turned around and said, screw you, creepo.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
You sure?
Great insults last a long time.
Yeah, was that you? Is that really you?
How you doing?
I think he wants to drink alone.
Well, then give him his drink then.
Oh, God.
You
Jeez.
just like you. You ain't no better than me. You think you're a big
It's,
shot at
it's
you ain't
the
no
Wow, she's
alcohol.
exhausting.
Boy, she sure.
better.
Yeah, I got one kid.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Wonderful.
Oh, great.
Oh, no.
Came by around.
Oh, come on.
That was being nice to you, dumbass.
Oh, look,
I hate
here we
people
go.
like
Me
this.
too.
Wasn't
I
expecting
don't
him
like
to
this.
buy.
Come on.
You never know if someone has a knife.
It ain't all right.
Because he has,
He
he
might
knows
get really
she has to
hurt.
work there.
I know he's strong, but you never know. Like crazy people like that, they're looking for a
Don't
fight.
use it
Right.
physical.
Oh,
You can
boy.
really hurt him.
Oh, God.
Don't.
See that? You see that? Yeah. What do you say?
Okay, good.
Good job.
Good job.
You never know if they're going to
Watch
come
out,
back.
though.
Watch
So
out,
they
I don't
might
guys.
have a
trust them.
gun.
I don't trust them.
The street days that came for a fight club, they used to call that place like the bucket of blood. I took some massive beatings down there, but it was nice, good memories.
The beat
Buildings
just
like
goes on.
100, 150 years old. So I mean, if I was 150 years old, I'd be falling apart too. So it's okay, brother.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, last time I seen you, you was a kid. Now you officially got one of your own. It's amazing. Sometimes I feel like a kangaroo all stuck in my pocket, you know.
Yeah.
Get a gun, there it is. And if you ever get a chance, it'd be great if both of you come down there and eating every day. It'd be great, free. You know. Anyway, I'll leave it over there. Here. Leave
It's
it on the
very
steps.
nice.
Lending a
Oh,
hand.
he's
He's
always,
always like
Steps,
willing to
steps.
help
he's
people.
always yeah, see it? Oh, see it?
Mm.
Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. What can a champ do for you? You can give me some of that money you got. No, I like it.
Like not that much.
Don't make me fight you again. Last time you got dirty. Jesus wants me to work.
You're Rocky.
He's so big.
You got gas.
At least he's helping. It's not like he's
That's
cooking.
amazing. See what comes around goes
Don't do it.
around, comes around.
Boy.
Look at-
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Little Marie.
Kept the card.
Yeah, he's saying all the right words. That's gonna kill the other guy. Peter's gonna say Rocky.
Video game.
Or maybe it will show Rocky being defeated and he's gonna be more confident. Early AI.
He brought a light bulb.
Oh
Are
my
you
god.
serious?
Yes,
He is amazing.
Sure.
To get
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah.
Bingo.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
Is that? He's so good.
Why you gotta owe something to get something, you know?
Right.
Really? Yo, little Marie, let there be light.
Hell, that's one ugly dog, man.
I know, but it's kind
He's like, what are you talking about?
Ugly.
Poor thing.
of color. It kind of looks like old furniture, like some kind of pirate chest thing.
Yeah, sure, man. Hey, so how about a young one?
Yo, Steps, forget him. Come over here, man. I want you to see something. Well, Steps, it ain't that complicated. You know, you pet him, you feed him, you know.
He wants to give him a
Nature
dog.
takes its course, you know, so, but don't you want to name an animal? I think every guy should at one time try to name an animal something.
I don't know. Fleabag.
Yeah, original was pretty good, and I think though you could come up with in your young brain something better to throw out than like Fleabag.
Punch. How's
How's that?
Punchy.
Punchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, punchy. I like it. For real? Yeah, for real. Punchy it is. I think punchy is easy to remember. It's not that hard to spell. And then once it's in your brain, you never forget. Punchy, very good. All right, man. Good call. All right, Punchy. You ready to be bailed out, my friend? Okay.
I love how he just narrated it like this. Went right to that dog.
You're a very funny guy.
Cute.
That's cute.
Thanks, appreciate it. I'm gonna catch you later.
Oh,
That's good.
That's nice.
Who's the criminal? He's a nice
Would
guy.
you eat
Oh, come on, right here, right here.
Coming from a human hamburger.
Jeez.
Coming from Adrian.
Oh, he's awful. He's so
Yes, yes,
racist
yes,
with
yes.
everyone.
Oh, look at him.
You knock out that bum once. You give it a rest.
You got lucky. Rocky got lucky.
Time it's gonna catch up to all of us.
Especially if you're standing still.
Come and call you in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Did you tell this to your kid, by the way? Yeah, I did. What do you think you're nuts, right? Yeah. Oh, well, he don't believe in you? Welcome to my world, buddy. Hey, boy, she died. Okay. You know, sometimes it's hard to breathe. You know, I feel like this beast inside me. It's okay, Rocco. Please, it's okay. Is it? Okay.
This Polly's really listening. He read him right away.
I just never knew it was supposed to be this hard. It wasn't supposed to be like this, Paulie, you know? If you get time, maybe come down and see me train. I appreciate it. Of course, Rocco. Bye, Paulie.
I think he needed a hug.
Take care, Rocco.
And we congratulate you for that.
However,
However, this commission, in good conscience, cannot recommend you for a license, and we therefore deny your application.
Didn't I do what you asked?
Yes, you did.
So I should get a license, right?
Not exactly.
So why'd you give me all them tests if you was never passing me?
We've got to stand by our decision here, and we have to deny your request for a license at this time.
no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
There's like, you're too old.
Age.
And that's it.
I mean, you shouldn't be asking people to come down here and pay the freight on something they paid. It still ain't good enough. I mean, you think that's right? I mean, maybe you're doing your job, but why you gotta stop me from doing mine? Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you gotta go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? You know, the older I get, the more things I gotta leave behind. That's life. The only thing I'm asking you guys to leave on the table is what's right.
He's so good at his speeches.
Isn't he?
He is.
See that?
Comes from the heart.
Let it sink in.
Listen, what do you think about coming over to the restaurant? Well, you know, for work. The hostess gonna be having a kid. You do good.
Aw, that would be a perfect job.
See
I
that?
appreciate what you're doing for my kid, but I can't.
Well, you know, hey, listen, I think you'd like it a lot. It's a nice environment, very pleasant.
Can we drop it?
Come on, honey.
Yo,
Jeez.
when was the last time you went dancing? Has it been a while?
Why are you asking me that?
Well, I'm asking because you danced around all these problems. You might as well come and dance with me. Now, I ain't that good, but, you know, I'm probably better than the average bear. Where that came from, I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, a little bit, but the way you're thinking, the way you're talking, it's a little crazy, too. Well, you deserve better. She's better than us.
Oh, yeah? Well, there hasn't been a bus down here in 20 years.
Yeah? Phew. That was a close call.
Save me.
Seriously. Be nice.
Sorry.
That's it.
I look like
a freaking Indian.
He's terrible. Oh my
whoa,
god.
whoa.
No, he's racist with everything. He's terrible.
Okay.
I don't need a watch.
Don't ruin
There we
the.
go.
Okay, take him outside. Okay, take him outside.
I don't need a goddamn watch.
Don't go
It's
through
not
the
at his
restaurant.
place.
I
Yo,
got it.
Paulie. I got a watch! It takes guts climbing back in that ring knowing you're gonna take a beating.
That's it.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, but I ain't interested in getting like mangled and embarrassed.
No, that's not gonna happen. Never happen. No.
Oh my god, these people are such idiot.
I was thinking more like minuscule, small level, small fights, not big fights.
Okay. Thanks. I should take some of this bastard in his prime. Kill him.
I didn't even. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know who you are, the part of you that's so full of life. I mean, we all have that feeling, that fire, but usually never get a chance to use it, and then it just goes away. But you can. You've got this opportunity, so do it. And if this is something that you gotta do, then you do it. Fighters fight.
She gets it.
Yeah.
I'm still worried for him though. I don't like it.
She's
Alright, listen, I gotta go before I wear out my welcome. I'll see you tomorrow.
This looks like a cheap bit of ring theater between, no offense, a has-been and a man whose incredible legacy and popularity is in doubt. What's the upside?
See, get him all started.
very nice, eh?
Real fired up now.
People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, it's gonna be worse than ever.
It don't have to be.
No, sure it does.
Why? You got a lot going on, kid.
Well, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something
Oh,
for
is that
myself.
you,
And
little
this
boy?
happens. Now I'm asking you as a favor not to go through with this, okay? This is only gonna end up bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
You think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, the way you are.
See, I really thought he was more worried about his dad, not
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
That's
his own
that's
ego.
what I'm doing.
But that's just the way that it is.
Stop being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
That's perfect to say that.
Now listen.
Right now, I'd rather be with you.
Oh,
Good.
good.
Got this extra chair waiting just for you.
That's right.
Come on, punchy.
Oh, there's punchy.
I like your shirt.
Punchy.
Oh, he's got it. Yeah.
Right, right,
Jeez.
Got it.
right.
Oh wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
A 59.
A lot of people come to Vegas to lose. I did. It's already over. It doesn't over until it's over. What's that from? The 80s? That's probably the 70s.
Yeah, his son's listening.
Just remember what I said. Hey, yo, Jen. Yo, ain't you a little scared? I don't get scared.
And that's his problem, you should.
I brought you something. I hope you don't mind. I took it from the restaurant.
Oh.
That's sweet of her.
Keep you safe.
It sure has brought me luck.
Oh, you kiss him?
Oh, yeah. That's cute.
Numerous victories over the years against physically superior opponents.
So you scared him?
Get rid of the damn Beast, let it be done once and for all.
Oh, very nice. It's good advice. Good words. Good job, Polly.
That's right. Come on. She's underrated. Everyone thinks she's not going to do well. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
A little hot.
Where are the exit
Sorry,
signs?
think of fire. Look at that digital fire at the top. High hopes. Yeah, it's positive. Try to be positive. I'm really worried. Yeah, it's so cool seeing them all together. He brings all these people together.
See? He's always...
And they're like lifelong
people
friends.
together.
He always makes lifelong friends.
Yeah.
Shows how good of a person he is.
Right.
He's got true friends.
Ah! Yeah, he's back.
Yay!
Oh, this is the bar.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
One thing about Rocky we know for sure. This guy showed
Wow,
up.
for his son to see a fight.
You know what? It's gotta be crazy. He's in here. Okay, just take it easy. This is an exhibition, all right? All right. Do it to him. You got 3 rounds to set a pace. Now, every time you hit him, you gotta make a dent. Got it.
Make a dent. Make a dent.
Oh, man, so right away he's going to really pee him off. And he's going to rage. Yeah, now he's going to get vicious.
Yeah, watch him.
It's like, you hurt me.
Yeah. Okay.
God, can you imagine being the ref and like grabbing a guy like that?
Oh,
Oh, don't say that.
come on.
What
It's not
happened
good.
here?
Shouldn't do that.
Son of a bitch. That was a big hit,
okay.
man.
Come on.
That was a big hit. Son of a bitch.
Wow.
It's going to be more than yeah, it's going to be a lot more serious.
Son of a bitch. He's going to hit him again. Son of a...
Okay.
Ooh. Oh.
Go. Oh, boy.
Son of a bitch.
Mm.
Oh, I heard a
Ooh, that
crunch.
sounded like a crunch.
I heard a freaking crunch.
Who crunched?
His freaking arm
hit
is
his
like
arm.
Careful.
floundering.
Careful.
His freaking arm.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
Right.
Oh, now you're changing the tune. His hands freaking
Getting all
go.
excited.
Oh my God. I thought it was... Oh, I thought it was his arm. You heard that crunch, man.
Oh, I know.
Oh, boy.
I love that. Oh, God. I love that his kid's there.
Whoa.
I know you're looking here. Good advertisement.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Oh,
He's
no.
getting ready.
Yeah.
He's trying. Oh, he's
crap.
doing as much as he can with his right.
Oh, boy.
That was a hard one.
No.
Come on. Oh, damn, he got you.
Yeah.
Wow, he just threw him.
Bam.
Holy crap. Boom.
Got his son seeing this firsthand.
I mean, look at round 8.
Oh,
Damn it. Damn it. How many more times, Rock?
oh, God.
Dang.
Shit, I don't like this one
I
bit.
was seeing Mickey, too.
Damn it.
Oh, come on.
No.
No.
Come on. Oh, shit. No.
Whoa.
Shit.
Jeez.
No,
Both
come
gonna get
on.
knocked
Okay.
down. It's a tie.
Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Wow. Oh God. Oh no, I don't know. He's giving him extra hugs.
Oh my God.
Round of his life. Oh God, don't say that.
I know, I don't like it.
Come on.
That's not great advice for
You'll get
everyone.
there. Son of a bitch. Even with his hand, his broken hand.
Oh my God.
No! Damn it. Oh no.
Crap.
Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna do it.
No. Yes. Oh God,
Crap.
that's nice.
Son of a gun.
Crap.
Come on, it's all for these
do
little
it,
guys.
you gotta do it.
All for these us little guys. He's like, oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh boy, Rocky.
He's so proud of his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on. Whoa. Yeah. Oh no.
Son of a gun.
Wow,
No. Come on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Boom.
I don't know.
We're both gonna fall.
Rocky looks more stable at this moment.
My God, the punch!
Man, Butcher.
He did one good punch at the end there.
Wow.
So what does that mean? He did so many punches, so that's it? Okay, good.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna be tied.
Unbelievable. Phenomenal, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone's shitting Rocky.
Rocky's got it.
Yeah.
He did phenomenal.
Wow.
I think he still won.
Yay, Rocky.
Unbelievable.
That's so awesome. That's so incredible.
Wow.
Look at how much he's loved, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
calling for
Yeah,
him.
he's such
even
a people
though
person.
Mason
Yeah.
won.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I knew that's where it was going to end, but I still wanted more.
I
so
wanted
maybe
more
it's
for
like
his
this
son.
at the end.
Yeah.
Look at
Everyone's
that.
running up the steps.
How many people do that,
How
right?
cute. Yeah, right?
And when you were in Philadelphia, you
I
probably
did
saw
it.
that
Well, I
a
didn't
lot.
do it like that. I could have joked because I didn't see Rocky then, but
I
like,
never.
yeah, I knew the reference.
Tell me, Mom.
Thanks.
It's a lot of steps, as you know.
It is.
Especially when you don't have like a railing right there. It's so open.
That's adorable.
Oh my God.
That's cute. Oh, that's great.
Such a feel-good
That was
movie, you
good.
know?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very good. Oh,
That was good.
oh wow, look at that. Yeah.
That's cute.
Pregnant.
It just shows
yeah.
like the character Rocky is so well loved and his movies are so well loved, you know? It's like
Yes.
even fans like go up and do all this, you know?
That's so true.
Like
He
so
touched
well
so many
known all around.
Lives.
He's always concerned about everybody. You
Yes.
know, like that. He's just so
Even his
compassionate.
opponents.
Yeah.
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 You gotta love this song too. It's like
Yes.
perfect for Rocky.
Yeah.
Ah. Woo!
That was good.
Oh, it's slow motion. You see the snow falling slowly. It's a beautiful shot. Well, it feels very final.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's happy. He's pleased with himself.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah. And it's, you know, that's Rocky. Like, we know what he's about. And I was so worried about him fighting in this one. Because last movie was very different. Because even though the stories, like, you expect certain things every movie, especially with him going into a ring and fighting someone and winning, like, he's getting older, and there's only so much you can do when you get older. I mean, like, he really proves the odds here, though. But last movie was quite a bit different because he wasn't really in a ring, right? Like, he was fighting on the streets or whatnot, but a very different feel. And then this movie, wow, he actually did go back in the ring, because I was kind of curious on what would happen. I knew he would have some kind of competition, but I was thinking maybe like someone will come to his restaurant and like fight him on the street again or something different. But yeah, like he was officially went back in the ring. He fought someone so much younger than him.
So much younger, heavyweight champion himself.
Yes, that's right.
And yeah, if, you know, he's got to really be thinking, you know, if I was younger, I would have, it would have been hands down.
And he trained very well. I mean,
yes.
really
he was underrated. No one thought that he was going to last that long.
Really,
I mean, he lasted all the way to the end.
Good for him.
You know, and it was a split decision.
And obviously this movie is about Rocky, but I was worried because I know there are movies after this one, but I believe it's a Creed series. I think the titles are now Creed, but again, we never saw them. So I was getting worried about Rocky. I'm like, is this going to be the end? I really hope he doesn't go out where he's the winner.
That, right?
Yeah, like
with his son, you know, saying things, and then you have little Marie saying things like, "Oh no, they're very concerned about him. Is he really going to make it? Is he going to survive it?"
Yeah. Yes. I love how he beat the odds, and he really showed everyone that.
And he walked you can't out of limit there people like that. You know, himself.
And I do love that, because Rocky, like, he, you know, he's so passionate, and he's just like telling everyone, like, you know, this is me. Like, you know, I know my rights, and the fact that you're trying to, you know, limit me and what I can do.
Yeah,
you're trying to protect me. He passed all the tests that he was supposed to do, and but he's speaking from the heart. It wasn't like I mean, it was kind of pride, but it wasn't fully. Like, that's his soul. Like, he is meant to fight, and he wanted to go out and do that.
Yes,
you know?
And he says it in very layman terms. I mean, that's who he is. You know, he's from the streets of Philly. You know, but his heart spoke. Yeah, and got him the license. You know,
Sylvester Stallone. I mean, he's such a great, talented actor, because I really felt it when he would break down, and his speeches are always wonderful as Rocky, and just when he would get really emotional too. Like, I think we were all getting emotional with that.
Oh yeah, it was so emotional in the beginning when we learned about Adrian, and when he was trying to befriend, you know, little Marie, and you know, that was beautiful, because it wasn't like he was hitting on her. He takes people, he sees people, like, everyone needs someone. Yeah. And Rocky has that gift.
It's a true gift. That's a
reaching out,
powerful gift.
You know, he wanted to walk away from steps and just, okay, let it be. I'll let it be. I won't, you know, I won't say hi to him. But he couldn't. He had to turn around and introduce himself and extend just being neighborly, just being there for someone else.
Yeah.
He knows they need someone.
Definitely. My gosh.
I truly love seeing that, you know, in these films, because it does exist, just pure heart of, like, not wanting anything in return. Like, you're just passing, or what do they say? Like, you know, you're, it's just good to give things to people and not expect something back.
Right, just
or
paying it forward.
Paying it forward,
yeah.
thank you, yes.
That's right.
And, you know, just seeing Rocky do that, it just really makes me happy. Like, it's so great to see, and I know there are people, of course, out there like that. Like, yeah, you know, you guys are very giving too, and I think it's so important to go out of your way and just, like, help people
for no reason at all.
Yeah, because everyone thinks that, okay, what do you want? You know, that's just the world we live in. It's like you always have to get something for giving something.
Right, and like little Marie, she was hard, like, and she admitted, she goes, I'm not much of a talker, I'm not much, you know, of, you know,
She's
showing her feelings.
Right,
yeah.
But, you know, she was very heartfelt when he would do little things, like the damn light bulb. I was bawling. I was like, oh my God,
he's so thoughtful.
I mean, that is Rocky, you know.
And that's the thing too, because
you just love him.
Yeah.
Even though he, like, talks differently, thinks differently, like, he's smarter than a lot of people that, you know, like, around him, because, you know, people, I mean, there's different kinds of smarts out there, but, you know, he is more aware and caring about what's going
More
on. Like most
common
people
sense.
wouldn't even know that
Yeah,
Bull
that's
was
right.
out. Like
Right.
they'd be
That's
so
right.
clueless and
Right.
just like judging that person on
right.
their mannerisms
Yes.
or he's talking funny. Like they wouldn't even be aware of the world around them. And here
he's
he
so
like
aware.
he is so patient for being like
And
this
he's
super
selfless.
strong
Yes,
fighter.
he is.
Yes.
Like he's so patient and selfless. Yeah, like
Sure
he
is.
just knows everything and he
So
remembers
caring.
details that many people wouldn't remember. I mean, like you remember
My
great things from your
gosh.
childhood, hopefully, but he really just remembers down to these these really tiny details on like what little Marie said to him, like you creepo or whatever,
Yes.
when he was walking her back, and he knew exactly where he walked her from, and he just remembers everything. Like it's just really in his heart.
And that's
He
that talk
cares
he
so much.
had in the van when he was bringing her home from the restaurant. That was emotional, and she turned around to him and she said, "You don't worry about anyone else. You do it for you."
That's right.
Right.
And
That's
that
right,
was
That's
was
good.
like solidified their friendship, I think.
Yeah.
That's right,
I mean,
so.
she turned around, she admitted she doesn't talk too much, but when she did, she had great advice for him.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's
Yeah.
about what he wants, not what anyone else wants.
Yeah.
And then another great moment was him talking to his son when
Yeah, I
his
was
son was
thinking
so
that.
Yeah,
mad
I
at
like
him
that one,
outside
yeah.
that restaurant.
That was
And he's
good.
talking, and he's like, and then you see the son kind of being selfish, like, you're tarnishing my reputation, and what are you doing?
right.
And it's all
That's
about
right,
you.
yeah.
I've always been in your shadows.
Yeah.
And how Rocky just worded it where he didn't say it about himself, like you're blaming someone else. He didn't even name himself.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're blaming me. Like he didn't even take ownership of that. How great is that?
That's
I
right.
know.
I mean, he just, and look
Got
what
close.
happened.
They got
He
close.
quit his job
Yeah.
because he wanted to do something that, he just has to, reset.
And do it for
reset
him
things.
and
Got
not,
close.
get
They got
things
close.
because of his dad,
Yeah.
because he is living in the shadow, but he chooses to live that
Right.
way,
Right.
And
Sure is.
it is obvious, of course, now, but like even though I love that discussion they had outside the restaurant, I think that was perfect. And I was a little disappointed in his son because when he made it about himself, and he did say Big Shadow before. Yeah. We did see all the recognition that Rocky got in this. Of course, he's very popular, really well loved. But everywhere he went, especially like we saw that more when he was around his son, that like everyone was like, "Hey, Rock, hey, yeah, champion," And you can see he was getting kind of annoyed at that. But I was kind of hoping that when he was upset seeing his dad wanting to fight again, that he was more concerned for his health and safety than his own selfishness. But it was a bit of both. He did bring that up because he should, but it was mainly because of himself.
He was.
So
That's right.
Definitely.
I'm glad
That's
his dad
right.
got to him and he turned around and was a better person for it, and really because he did change a lot. Not that we saw him as an adult, but he was a good kid with a good life, and to be so like distant from his dad to the point where it seemed like he was getting annoyed. Like here you have an awesome dad who's very loving and cares so much and just wants to hang out and be with you.
Yeah,
and
he
was
kept
constantly
reaching
dismissive.
out to him. Yeah,
he kept canceling,
Rocky
too.
kept reaching out to him.
He just
Come
blew him
to
off
the
all the
restaurant.
time.
Blew him off, yeah.
Yeah, and for Robert to feel like that, like, is it you or is it my dad? He was dividing himself with his dad. His dad wasn't. His dad was always there for him. But I just love how, he actually listened to his father and wanted to be there for him. And another job that was lost was for Paulie. I mean, Paulie was, they asked him to leave. It clearly seems like they asked him to leave. And that was his life. He told Rocky that this is his life. You know how you stay somewhere long enough, you're part of the, that was his whole life. And for him to turn around like that too and be so loving and so, compassionate to Rocky, when he was going into the ring again, that was great too. So he touched so many people's lives, even Spider. I mean,
that was so cool. Yeah,
touched everyone's
he was
life
helping out a
where
lot, and
you
he
give
was.
someone just a little bit, and you just get that, that in return. Not that he wanted it,
No,
but
but
people are
it
so
is.
grateful.
Yeah, I love seeing that with Spider too, because immediately, like, I was in that mindset where, okay, because there was a question early on where, oh, Spider's here again, like, what should we do? And he's like, he's fine. He was a heavy hitter back in his day, like, he's complimenting him, but everyone else is kind of annoyed. So I thought, okay, well, this guy's going to be an issue and start to cause, like, trouble or something while everyone's trying to eat. But no, like, it was totally, like, he was, you were so right.
Right, and when they were saying, he went downstairs.
Really made him a better person, too, because he really was like, wow, this guy's awesome. He's very kind to me, so he wanted to help out and do his share.
Right, and when he said he's downstairs, we're like, oh no, what's
I know,
he
I thought he was complaining.
But no, he was washing dishes. He wants to pay it forward.
I think that's great. Instead of like messing with the food and being like, well, this dish sucks and you got to change this, or my mom used to make this, so I'm going to show you how it's done, kind of thing. So I thought he was going to start controlling the cooks, and no, he just went into right to cleaning.
Rocky has that gift again, where he knows there's a true goodness, goodness in people. You know, even right down to Polly. Polly's been an annoying brother-in-law, an annoying brother. Yes, he hurt his sister a lot. We saw a lot of
and he gets
abuse, verbal abuse.
Yeah, he was bad.
And that was beautiful too, when we saw him finally open up and say, I don't want to relive this. I remember how bad I was to my sister. And it hurt him so much, and he drank so much more, and he just wallowed in the bottle.
Yeah, he really did care about it. But because like he was getting so defensive and like shutting down so much every time, Rocky was trying to, just have like feel these memories, and he was just like, no, let's go. Okay,
and he
whatever.
said, and you noticed he said it every time. It was a good thing that Rocky said. Like, I remember like a thoughtful moment he had with his sister.
Happy moment.
As soon as he finishes the sentence, he's got to say something like, "Come on," or
because then it just brings him back to how he was.
Polly's voice, Polly's heart is just breaking his heart. So I'm glad they have such a great relationship, so now he's at peace. He made it. He would have won if he was just a little bit younger.
I think he would have pummeled Mason. I think he would have at the same age, But it was a really good fight. I mean, they were like pretty much evenly matched, which I'm glad it went the way it did, because Mason, I'm like, okay, well, is Rocky gonna die? Is he, but everyone's like, wow, he really fought into the end, like it was a really good fight kind of thing, like, and I felt bad because like Apollo, like when he died, like he was ready because he's like, I have to do this, and I thought Rocky was gonna go the same way, thinking it's the last Rocky movie, but I'm glad it was like a tie, and then Mason won, but it was still kind of like everyone was just happy. So I think that was good. So Mason's not like, oh, I'm going to get you because now my reputation's ruined. So I feel like it leaves that, like, there's no closure. Like, I like how there was closure in this movie where they both respected each other. And
yes, I agree.
It's good for both of them.
I agree. I think it was good for both of them. I think the tiebreaker guy had to sway it to Mason. The money. They were making a boatload of money. Now Mason can keep going. Whereas Rocky, okay, you're heavyweight champion of the world. They don't want to see him go again. You know what I mean? Go up against someone else. I think it was a great, he scored it right. But, I mean, by 95, by 94. So it was like, okay, we'll give it to, it was almost like, I'll give it to Mason.
Yeah. It was a true fight, too. It ended up being an actual...
When I heard that crunch, I thought it was his arm, and then they said something about the ribs.
So it must have been here, because he was like doing this for a bit.
And then he said, I think my hand's broken. So he was doing wonderfully, was just, one powerful arm, but he was using both at times too.
Yeah.
So he finally fought a really good fight, I think Mason did too. So I think it was good that it kind of went, in his favor. Now he can...
And he probably learned a lot from... so I think he really...
a tremendous amount.
This is really going to change him into a better person all
I would almost like to see like a last one, but I think this is just satisfying enough. But like it's almost like Mason down the road will, come and see him, like have respect for him. Like, wow, you're an amazing guy,
Yeah.
Almost like he went back to his roots of when he went to the other guy for his training.
Yeah.
And gave him great advice, that Hoops or whatever his name was, but...
when, the fight was very entertaining and adrenaline going. I love it. You guys, like, we all get so excited, but I love how you guys really get into it, you know? And I'm like, ooh, E. And you guys are like, oh my God. You know, and it's great. You know, it's so great. And I really feel like this is a final movie because we had all these memories, like, throughout the movie, but during that fight, you know, when Rocky was getting hit and really, like, you know, dizzy and stuff, and he was remembering Adrian, he was remembering just his past Mickey in his ear saying stuff to motivate him to keep going. And, you know, I like seeing all those scenes because it just pulls in all these memories, like these, I mean, they're intense memories, but like, emotional, motivational, good memories.
Statements and, you know, words of wisdom from Mickey. And I kind of was sad. It was nice at the end when he gave roses to Adrian, put him on her stone, but he didn't stay. Mm-hmm. And every time we saw him there, he had the chair.
That's right.
So I'm almost wondering, is little Marie just taking a little bit more, not in her intention, but he's moving forward.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
In a relationship too.
Yeah,
and I really love Marie, little Marie. I think she's a great character. I love how he makes all these friends. Yes. And I know age difference doesn't matter sometimes. But like, I didn't want that to happen. Like, I wanted them to have a pure friendship out of it because, I mean, I want him to find love again too. Yeah. But I guess maybe I was shocked to see Adrian gone, that I just wasn't over that kind of thing. I don't know. But I just thought just because his wife, but his wife died, that, you know, he didn't have to find love in this movie. You know, she died in this movie, he didn't have to find love again.
No, there was just a little hint of it. Like,
but there was. No, I totally was like, okay.
And I think
it's going to be more than just friendship.
So.
When she kissed him on the lips. But, you know, friends, I mean, sometimes do. I mean,
or maybe she thought because she was, you know, she was happy he was doing what he loves, but maybe worried that he might die too.
Yes,
so this is like my gratitude towards you.
I think that, you know, she gave him, you know, his wife's picture. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it was very innocent, it was true, like, out of friendship that she did that.
Definitely.
And I think she was worried that, you know, he wasn't going to survive this. I mean, it was really hyped up. Sure. I mean, the kid is really good too. So, but, you know, she was there through thick and thin, you know, through this. So, I mean, of course, not as long as Adrian, you know, but, you know, and he saw something in her that, you know, you can get out of this. You can do better. We can all do better. Yeah. If we do together, you know. I liked their interactions and stuff. They were really good for each other, you know, and they had a lot of sweet moments. Mm-hmm. And, you know, just to go back to Adrian, I mean, none of us knew that she was going to be gone. No.
Like, it was confusing from the start.
It was a little weird when I saw him getting out of the bed by himself.
You know, when I saw that, I mean, it makes sense.
Like, where is she?
But I just assumed she was working a lot of hours or something. I thought she was away away helping someone. I don't know. Like, I thought she was just away and coming back kind of thing.
And I thought he was originally, like, he was away, training for something. And then when we saw the turtles, I'm like, okay, he's home. Yeah. I don't know where she is now. But
because last movie, like, they lost a lot of money and stuff, so they had to, like, downsize, and then they ended up going back to his roots, and you know, so I'm like, okay, so he's home, but like, I just didn't think she was gone. I'm like, dead. So it's like, okay, and once he was at the grave, I'm like, it started to slowly, like, I was like, no. I'm like, is she gone or who died? And
I
is
he was at Mickey's.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Mickey or Apollo or something. I don't know. And then I was like, wait a second, because then he put flowers on top, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be messed up. And, you know, cancer's a terrible thing. In this story, like, I can kind of understand how, like, why they wrote her out of the story. I kind of feel bad that they did. I liked her a lot, and I loved their love story. But with her gone, I mean, I think we were all kind of crying when we saw Adrian in the restaurant, and you know, he just had such pure, strong love for her that he just, you know, he wanted, of course, to keep her memory alive, but he had this restaurant for her. And I thought that was, like, so sweet, you know.
I did too. Yeah. I kind of thought, like I said during that scene, I thought he'd have a pet store over anything.
Yeah,
because look, when you saw the opening of this movie, he's feeding the turtles, he's feeding the birds. I mean, he always had.
Adrian worked at a pet shop.
Exactly,
It
was the pet shop.
Unless she hated it, maybe she hated it. I don't know.
But he loved animals. He loves humanity. I mean, he loves people. He just loves to be together. So it makes sense to have a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, and he can have friends and he can invite.
He needs a stallion picture somewhere, I love it. It's edible. Yeah, I just love how he talks because he's very pure. He's very honest in how he talks. So you can full on just trust Rocky with anything.
You can, even when he was telling little Marie how she died. Like she had woman cancer.
I know woman cancer.
He couldn't even say what type. So
something like that.
Yeah. So that's Rocky. That's how he speaks, but he gets his message across. He gets the point across.
Yeah, he really does, and he is very focused on it too.
Yeah, that's right.
He says things differently again, but I just love him. I think he's such a great character, and I get emotional with how much of a people person he is, where it's not just being sociable, he truly cares, and even people in the restaurant are commenting, "Isn't he nice? Isn't he nice?" Right. He goes and he's not impatient. If people are aggressive towards him, he's not aggressive back. He's calm, and he just knows how to respond, and people just really love him. So he builds these friendships that are life friendships, that people will full on respect him once they get to know him. And I just love seeing that, again, with Spider and everyone else in his life, and even Step. Step was there helping out, and you had his son too, and I just thought that was great.
Even Duke. I love Duke being there and being his trainer.
Yeah, it was fun. That was so cool to see.
I love it.
Yeah. So we had a bunch of people that he met along the way, and they're all
and again, those are the oppositions. Duke is on with him now because Apollo befriended
all family.
Rocky, and
he brings everyone together.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Mason doesn't stop by for
I know.
A beer,
because they seem to really respect each other, especially Mason at the end. So I was like, that's cool. So they're probably going to be friends
and
now.
I loved his dog Punchy too.
That was sweet when he got Punchy, and again, here Steph was like, hey, I want this dog. He's like, he just liked the dog, and he's like, well, he looks aggressive. Although I know you can't always judge, a species or a dog because you don't know a breed. Thank you. Because it doesn't always mean they're going to be aggressive.
That's right.
But Rocky was calm, and he's kind of explaining it to Steph, hey, well, look at this dog. Oh, he's ugly, and he's just shut down.
And he's old.
He's already no.
Yeah. And it was almost like a reflection of himself.
Yeah, that's I thought.
Yeah.
Too,
I know those dogs look like their owners.
You know what? But if you give him a little food,
mostly.
you give him some love, he'll get right back in step. Almost like talking to him about himself.
That's
you give me some love, you give me, some encouragement to go forward with boxing again. I can do it.
Yeah.
But he didn't know he was going to do it at the time. But he just sees something in a creature or a person, and he's got to love it.
And he had the dog all the way through, and even training. I love that. And the way that he opened up Step to be like, well, name the dog, and he said I forget the name, but he said some kind of stupid name.
Yeah, Fleabag.
Yes.
And Rocky kind of went with it, okay, well, with your brain, or he tried to make a joke out of it, and then he complimented him, and he's like, I know you can come up with something even better. And then he did, and he was kind of joking too, but then Rocky's like, we'll go with it, it works, and it was kind of a good way for them to break the ice. Have him break the ice for. He's like, oh, you really think so? Because then he got more confident. Like, oh, cool. Okay, I did something good, and now he has a name that I chose, and he's going to be a popular dog because he's in this famous restaurant that. It might not be famous, but everyone knows Rocky, and people are going there to see Rocky and stuff, and probably because the food is really good. But then you have this dog that everyone else is going to know, and oh, Punchy, where'd you get that name? So it's kind of a fun thing that made him excited, and so I love that Rocky does that.
And he saw that he wanted to have his friends come and work for him. He saw that Steps needed a place to work, get him off the street, whatever. He was a great kid. He was just probably bored, he couldn't, he was just at that age where, he can't really work, but like he's probably old enough to work at the restaurant. So it was nice to, he saw something in him and said, you know what, come work with me. And then little Marie, I love that. That was perfect, because the other girl was going on maternity leave. So
yeah, that was very nice.
She didn't think she deserved it. She goes, you really think people want to come and see me? Like, why not?
I'm glad you said that too, because in the beginning scene when he went to that bar and you had those nasty people just being super annoying, and they're like, oh yeah, you think you're better than me, like just fighting,
and it's just the alcohol.
It's the alcohol, and they're just nasty. You could tell they went there looking for a fight, and the fact that Rocky, again, he won them over after that. I mean, he scared the big guy. And then later on, when they're all like, woo, Rocky, watching him from the television, like, they're there as well. And then he told the other guy, or she said, shut up to the other guy. And so he just brings out the good in people. And I think that's such a fun, wonderful thing.
It is.
Oh, it's really
we need a lot more Rockies, right?
We do. We
definitely do.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love this movie.
It was great. It wasn't like, why did they make a sixth one?
That was really
It was
good,
a feel-good movie. I mean, I cried. I was emotional. I was excited. I was happy. All these emotions, went through, and I think they pulled it off really well.
I think so too. Did you have any thumbs up? Did you have any main moments that you liked? There's a lot of emotional moments.
Yeah, I just liked it because he kept talking about Adrian and thinking about Adrian all the time,
Yeah.
And he had his wedding ring on the whole time. I was curious. I was trying to see the last scene when he put the flowers on. I was trying to. I couldn't see if he still had his ring on. But when his son came up to see him at the cemetery, he had it on.
Yeah.
So I was just seeing if that was another, moment of like him moving forward.
I want him, of course, to move on, to move forward, but I hope that he can still like sit and hang out there for a while, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I think he will, especially every anniversary.
Oh, definitely.
And if he does stay with little Marie, if it is a thing or whatever,
I think she'd do it too.
She would just let him, this is your day with her.
That's right.
This is your day with Robert and her, whatever, however you want to.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Because that's what a good friend would do.
Yeah.
I think she would do that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very, very good movie.
Very good. I
Very
really loved
emotional.
every moment of
Great
this.
job,
And
Sylvester.
we had the fight at the end, and we had some training, but that wasn't the main focus. It was just Rocky's life after his wife passed, and how and him and Polly together, like they were like connected and just together all the time. And even though once we knew that Adrian was gone, and here like he's with Polly a lot, I just felt like they were so lonely, but they really weren't. They still had so many people around them, and it's so good that they're like that, because even though Polly is, he's Polly and he gets annoying and all that, like he can't be by himself. Like he is such a people person too, in his own way.
In his own weird way.
He needs to be with people, even though they don't always want to be around.
He has to be the guy that everyone says, "Oh, so and so." Oh, you know how Polly is. Just let him be Polly.
And even though he is annoying, I am happy that his character stayed consistent. Like even though he did grow a lot too, because he's been very supportive of Rocky throughout the years, and he does say really good things to him when it matters. But then he still has those annoying moments where he just gets super selfish like a child, and he just causes problems for people. And when he had that moment, like he lost his job, and I'm like, he has nowhere else to go. So he goes to Rocky's restaurant and starts to cause trouble, and he's cussing and yelling or whatever.
And it's a cute little restaurant.
Yeah, I'm like, if you want to do this here, I know he got drunk and people, they make mistakes. He's not perfect. But anyways, like then in the alleyway, he's like, hey, and then he said good advice to Rocky again. So it's just how he is. I like that about his character, that he's the same.
He is the same, and to do that in the restaurant, and little Marie didn't know him.
That's right.
And she's, kind of like being a little rude to him. Not rude, but like, okay, we got to get this riffraff out of here.
Yeah.
Because it's, she's just starting this job. But when she calls Rocky and he starts, yelling at Rocky and going through the restaurant, I was kind of like taken back that Rocky didn't say anything. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But they might they might have been all locals and go there all the time.
They might
know,
get it.
and they know Polly,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Well,
so
that's true.
some people were like, ooh, you know, but they didn't leave.
Yeah, and he
they
didn't make a
didn't,
big
no.
commotion, but yeah, I
No.
totally agree. I think it's like people who they just know them
Yeah.
and they're
Yes,
just
right.
like, oh god, disturbance, but they're like, what do we do? This is like
Yes,
okay, you know.
right.
But then Rocky came in and he only touched like two or
Yeah.
three people, but then he was like, you good? Are you okay? So he kind of said that.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, okay, so they're all friends. They all know him, like really know him. So they're probably just like,
Right,
you know.
and there again,
We get
he's
it.
saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Where he was yelling at Rocky, you know, Polly's yelling at Rocky. Rocky comes in like, "I'm fine. Are you okay?" You know, he's
Yeah.
showing
Sure.
this, you know, physicality of being fine. But he's just asking everyone else, "Are you okay?"
Yeah,
and not
that's
showing any like, you know, oh, I'm, you know, like distraught.
Yeah, because then if
or
you're
something.
distraught, then everyone's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So,
That's
right,
but he's
yeah.
not that. Yeah, he's just so pure with his
Yeah,
emotions.
he
Like he
is.
was totally okay there.
He
So
was.
yeah, great movie. Love Rocky. I'm so sad. I mean, we lost so many characters like throughout the movies, and
Yes.
he lost so many people in his life, like really close people, and he still keeps pushing through it. And that's the
does,
biggest
my
thing,
gosh.
because even though when he was talking to his son and he got emotional in the streets, like telling him like, you know, it's about getting taking the hard punches and still moving forward. It wasn't, of course, just about the physical part, but like all the blows in life, like all the bad things that happen,
right.
like you have to push through it. You know,
You do,
with all
and-
the
Yeah,
depths
yeah.
that were in his
For
life.
sure.
I was very happy that Robert took another career path than his father. You know, it was nice to see him, you know, go to college, and he went and he did what he wanted to do. I don't know if it was accounting or what have you, but you know, he took his own path. But I think it would have probably been worse if he did the path with Rocky in that mental state that he was in, like, oh, woe is me, I'm always in the shadows. Like, if he didn't do as well as his father, like, would he have had that same type of relationship? Like, could it have mended? So it was nice to see him take his own path. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, the next job he gets, he'll be, you know, happy with it.
You know, and one thing that makes me happy too is, I mean, it's great when you want to follow in your parents' footsteps when they do something great, but I'm glad he didn't want to be like a fighter. Like he didn't want to like be, I mean, boxing would have been great or whatever, but it's cool to see that as popular as his father is, it's such a huge deal in his life. Like it doesn't mean his son has to be that way. And Rocky just let him be himself, you know.
Yes.
So that's cool too. Instead of being like, I mean, I know he probably talked up a lot about his boxing, of course. You know, he did a great thing, or a lot of great things. But you know, he didn't like super influence his son. Like you have to do it this way, like me. You know, like he was able to do his own thing too. And still, he was doing things later on that he didn't want to do. But now, like he fully is coming back into himself, where he's going to do stuff better for himself, you know.
Right, within his own path, within his own career, you know, what he went to school for.
Yeah, like his freaking boss, like of course we were supposed to hate him from the start, but how like shallow he was and condescending, and he was just like, oh yeah, and just like talking over people and not even letting you answer, you know, and he's just like, you know, just, yeah, you don't need a job like that. It's not going to be, I mean, some people you have no choice, I guess.
And you can just tell that Rocky, you know, little Rocky didn't want to be there. Like he was late, you know, he hated his job. He hated, you know, was it because he was blaming his father, what have you? But it looks like he's going to really flourish whatever he does now.
Yeah, because I kind of took it in the beginning as like he was just slacking and stuff because he's like, whatever, I'm in the shadows or something. I mean, who knows? But
I just got this job because of my dad, you know.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
really
he's
get a
just
job
kinda
because of me, because the boss really
like
wanted to see
moping.
Rocky. He really wanted to meet him, and
yeah, and the boss, it could have been just the boss, like just being a jerk
just
too,
being
because
he fessed up to it too. He's like, you know.
I know he always made it about Rocky. Then he's like, oh yeah, we gotta stick together, ha ha ha. And he's like all chummy with Rocky when he comes in, and he's like, yeah, take a picture, you know. And then he keeps like saying mean things about the son, you know.
Yeah, and he says,
said
I'm
it,
not
like,
the
3
best.
digs.
I'm not the best boss or whatever either. You know?
Yeah, he said, oh
so
yeah,
he did say that. So.
Yeah.
But I think it's great, you know, they both, you know, and Paulie, hopefully he doesn't have to work anymore. He can just hang out with Rocky.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure Rocky made some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure too.
So they'll be fine. Him and Paulie don't have to
I
work
love that. Yeah,
anymore.
right when Rocky
They can
goes
just
back
be
into
at the
fighting,
restaurant.
they just have that, like, they just, like, click right back into place of, like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to sell stuff, and is that okay? Okay, cool. Like, Polly was like, yay, you know, like, they just all go right back into their...
And I loved how Rocky trained for it, too. You know, he went back to the meat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, that must be, like, a good way to train.
Well, it's really, yeah. It doesn't give much.
Yeah, then whoever gets that meat will be like, wow, this is so tender.
This is Rocky tender.
Rocky, it's
license.
Not literal, though. It's Rocky, but not hard. That's why it's tender, yeah.
The Italian stallion stamp.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that'll be a thing. And just that alone, like, oh my God, he trained on this? Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, so can't wait to see what you guys have to say about this movie. Thank you guys so much for requesting this.
Yes, thank you.
6 movies now we've seen.
Wow.
So I do believe there's more. I think it's just the Creed, but I think the Creed movies are next. And we'll see if we're going to watch the next one. It's up to you guys.
Right, yeah. We'll see if Rocky's in it, maybe.
I would hope to see him again,
sure
of course.
I'm pretty sure he probably
I mean, 59 in this movie. I mean, he's 77 now. I don't know what year the Creeds came out, the Creed movies, but we'll see. We will see when we get there.
Yes, for sure.
Up to you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes,
have a great day.
Thumbs
see you
up.
next time. Thumbs up.